Hello, everyone. My name is Donna Lozito, and I have been communicating with animals professionally, as most of you may know, for close to 3 decades now. And it was only recently that I received a call for communication with a wild horse. He had been demonstrating incredible behavior around fear and terror, and he would stand in the corner of a stall and just shake. He was unapproachable, could not raise your hand, even scratch your head, never mind attempt to pet him. He would just flinch. And so, I'd like to just as an aside, mention that animals experience life in a very similar way that we do. They remember their experiences, and they absolutely have the capacity to convey that to us, particularly when you ask them. So I began my usual course for communication, and I asked him what was his issue and why was he so afraid. He then proceeded to describe his capture to me in detail. It was profound to hear the trauma that this boy had endured. He was round up with a helicopter, run into a pen, almost immediately branded, and then proceeded to have this rope tied around his neck. He rears up against the rope, and they grab a rope, they tie a rope around his hind legs and pull him off his feet. And in that, men mount on top of him and proceed to neuter him. He showed me a visual of what these men had cowboy hats on. So as I'm describing this to the person who bought him, she said, that's correct. You can't, any man with a cowboy hat, he goes wild. So I knew I was on the right track, and I instantly knew what was going on with his leg, because his leg, from having the ropes tied so tightly around his hind legs, he every year at the time of his capture, he would develop this baseball size sore, which looks like a growth on his hind leg. And then he proceeded to give me that detail even further, and it turns out that the woman who bought him can no longer afford to get this guy what he needs. I have called rescue after Mustang rescue for help, for assistance, nothing. And so I'm seeing what's going on with this leg, and he touched my heart, this guy, in a way I just could not turn my head. And I, along with another person in Florida, where he's located, decided that we were going to do everything we can to help him through his trauma and to get him the surgery that he needs for this leg. And so I am asking for those of you who have a spot in their heart for these wild horses, if you can give anything that would help us toward his medical expenses. And we're also hoping to get him some holistic care that he needs for his body, and give him the best life that we can possibly give him. These horses are traumatized by humanity, and these animals have helped humanity evolve through the ages, and I feel so strongly about us at least giving them experience of humans that are looking out for their best interest. So I thank you in advance. If you could, it would be most appreciated. I will certainly keep you posted on his progress. Thank you.